Shazam!
What's going on, guys? This is going to be our spoiler review for Black Adam. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video.
Yeah, I keep smelling burnt.
Burnt?
Yeah.
Bro, your hat's on fire! What's going on, guys? So last night we went to go see Black Adam, and we've been wanting to go see this movie for a really long time. Ever since Dwayne Johnson announced that he was going to be Black Adam, we're like, man, let's go. We're hyped. Can't wait. And it finally came. We went to the premiere, and it was kind of disappointing not seeing a lot of people. I mean, maybe it's because there's a whole like kind of DC thing going on where, you know, most of the movies that have been coming out lately kind of have been disappointing. I mean, that's our thoughts, but I don't know. I mean, we were so hyped about seeing this movie because we were like, hopefully this kind of changes everything. And I don't think it disappointed at all.
Nah, I don't really think so, because I feel like this movie, going into this movie, like you said, it was kind of disappointing not seeing a lot of people there. Because if you go to any MCU movie, you will see like it's packed up, at least to the movie theater that we go to.
Yeah.
But going into this movie, thinking this movie is gonna be another that type of movie where you just go and just watch it and enjoy it for what it is, kind of like Morbius, you know, those type of small movies, not like a whole story to it.
Yeah.
So for me, going to watch the movie, I thought it was really good.
Yeah. And also, like, you have to also think that we don't really know Black Adam. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know him. The only way you're gonna probably know him is if you already probably read him in a comic book or something. But it was good to see like his origin story, because I know in Shazam they kind of opened it up, and like that one scene where that guy talks about this one guy that ended up, you know, going rogue and stuff, and they had to kill him off, and we're like, oh, who is that? And now this kind of introduced who it was.
Okay.
So I thought it was pretty cool. I don't know, what do you guys thought about Dwayne Johnson playing Black Adam? Like, you're so used to seeing him like in the same character. Every movie that he plays in, he acts the same. He doesn't really like have too much to his character. Yeah. But in this movie, he actually plays a superhero. What did you guys think about that?
I kind of want to look back at something that was hilarious to me. But was whenever he said Shazam and turned into that normal body, but with his face.
Yeah.
that
was pretty strange how they CGI that. Like his face was normal, but his body is like, because you're so used to seeing The Rock or the Dwayne Johnson, like big, full.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing, because it was like,
yeah, that was a pretty funny.
It was not used
funny scene. So I kind of wanted to go over some of the stuff that I actually enjoyed of the movie. For starters, I actually enjoy the fact that it wasn't even dark. Like, that's one thing that all DC movies kind of have, is the fact that they're all dark.
Yeah.
You can't even see what's going on, right?
It sucks.
Yeah, so they fixed that. So thank you, DC, for not doing that. Another thing that I actually like, it was the fact that it was actually funny. Some of the stuff was actually funny. Yeah. Right?
A lot of humor in the movie.
Yeah, some of the humor.
That's what makes a movie better. Adding a little bit of humor in there, it always just makes it better.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like a joke. It was more like, oh, they would do some stuff that was like pretty funny. And that other guy, the comedian guy that was actually in that movie, he played a big role in that movie as far as their comedy goes. So I actually enjoyed having him.
I feel like it's like the unpredictable comedy. Yeah, there's times when you can tell, oh, they're trying too hard to be funny, but when you just don't try and you just go with it, that's what I like.
Yeah, that's what I enjoy too.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So watching this movie, it kind of made me like want to see maybe another movie of how Dr. Fate came about. Like I'm not too familiar with DC, but it's kind of cool to see where that helmet came from, how he found it, his whole story. And I have no idea who he is, who none of them are. And as far as what I got from the movie is he found the helmet and it came from another planet, and he can see the future and somehow do some sort of magic. Yeah, that's all I got from it.
Doesn't it kind of remind you of Doctor Strange?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of
like the whole time I was watching the movie, I was like, who does that remind me of?
Yeah,
I was like, Doctor Strange.
Both doctors.
Most of the characters were kind of like pretty much comparison of Marvel,
the MCU. Yeah,
I really like the Atom Smasher guy. His character played really good in the movie. They kind of remind me pretty much of obviously Ant-Man and the MCU. Yeah, like his power getting bigger. But something that I kind of realized was he was in a way kind of acting like if it was Spider-Man from the first movie, trying to still learn his powers and getting into that. So that's kind of like a little comparison that I was making between him and Spider-Man. But also his suit looked kind of like Deadpool's.
It did, yeah.
Right?
But I'm not gonna lie, I like the fact that he was acting like he didn't know about his powers. Like that's one thing that I kind of saw and pointed out. But I wouldn't mind seeing an origin story about him as well, because I mean, he did talk about his uncle that gave him the suit, and that's where he got the suit. I want to know how that happened and all that stuff.
Can he get small though?
I don't know.
Yeah, we still don't know.
Is he the one who has the superpowers, or is it the suit?
I think it's a suit, right? Because I mean, he did say that he got the suit from his uncle, so I'm guessing it's kind of the same thing as Ant-Man, right? And Ant-Man, he doesn't have superpowers, but he has that technology. The pin particles that actually get him to be that small.
I think out of all of them, I would probably say that Hawkman was pretty badass.
Yeah, like I was not expecting him to be even like
close to strong. Right? Yeah, bro, he was strong. He just his looks was pretty badass. You know what I mean? It wasn't like no cheap looking stuff.
Nah,
I'm looking more on the CGI aspect. It was a clean transition. And it looked pretty cool. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, some of the CGI can get a little bit of work, but then again, like I think I remember reading that this movie had been in the works whenever like the whole COVID happened and all that stuff. So the CGI like had gotten put behind, so they were trying to catch up the whole time. So I'm pretty sure that's the reason why some of the CGI is not on point. But I mean, I still think it was like actually pretty good. Every single scene they put they put work in it, and it looks pretty good. Every single scene that Black Adam does, it just looks amazing. The fact that he does the whole speed, how he moves from one side to another. I like the fact that he did those fight scenes. You can tell there's no cutting. Like it's usually like a 360 of everything that's going on, and you follow it from the start to the end. And I love the way that happened and the way they did that. So one thing that I wasn't sure about was Cyclone. I don't know if they kind of like showed that character that great. Like the powers that she was portraying, I was like, nah, I don't know if we need her.
Yeah.
Right. Like I know they needed to add somebody else, I guess, and they just chose her, but I don't know, man. I just thought it didn't really play any role in the movie.
Yeah, they could have done the whole movie without her, and it would have still been exactly the same.
Yeah, like what did she do? She what?
I can't even think of anything. I think the only thing that where she probably shaped or changed the course of the movie, and there's nothing.
Really nothing. I think
not to be mean or nothing, but
I mean, it's honestly like it's just.
I mean, wouldn't you say the same thing about the Atom Smasher? I mean, what did he do?
He stopped Atom somehow, but she didn't do nothing. She just threw a ball at him, and he kind of just rubbed it off, and that's it.
Because like the way that I felt it was Atom Smasher was pretty much like messing up his own team instead of Black Adam in a way.
I agree.
I think they put him in there just for the comedy and for just for exactly that for like another little obstacle interruption. And I feel like they could have probably showed his powers more stronger, instead of the learning phase. But
if you notice, like there was kind of like some chemistry going on with Atom Smasher and Cyclone. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure the reason why they needed to have him is because maybe in the future they probably play a bigger role. I can't stress enough, we're not like crazy DC fans or anything like that. So I don't know if they actually do maybe already have some sort of chemistry. Maybe in the future they actually do get together or something. But I didn't mind them being in the movie. I just thought it was no point of having them. But I can see why they needed to have them. I just thought that there's no way that you're gonna make a movie of Black Adam and have just random people fight him, because Black Adam is known to be like the most powerful anti-hero in the DC universe. So I mean, how are you just gonna have whatever character go up against him? Like, you need to have somebody crazy, which kind of opens it up for the after credit scene, right? Or the mid credit scene, which whatever it was. And just spoilers, I mean, we already spoiled pretty much the whole movie, but that scene was like pretty cool because that almost choked on something. That scene was pretty cool because we don't give Dwayne Johnson that much credit for doing this movie because he opened up for a lot of stuff moving forward, right? Yeah. Like, think about it, Black Adam, we would have never had that movie if it wasn't for Dwayne Johnson, right? Yeah. Superman coming back, we wouldn't have had that if it wasn't for him as well. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of stuff going behind the scenes that we don't know about. Yeah. So in a way, I mean, Dwayne Johnson kind of saved DC.
Never know. Superman versus Black Adam.
That I mean,
how do you think that battle will go though? Because
yeah, that's too much, right?
Because it's like two gods fighting each other. Is there a win in that?
They would have to do the same thing they did with Superman versus Batman, where Batman, they controlled his powers with the yeah, and that was the only way they can make it like a sort of a fair fight.
And then we can't forget about Savak, right? Like that guy that ended up turning into that whatever it was, like devil guy, the demon guy. I thought he played a good role. Like whenever you saw him, you can tell he was pretty strong. And you were like, oh, okay, well, I'm pretty sure the fight against him and Black Adam is gonna be pretty cool. I didn't like the fact that it ended kind of quick though.
Yeah, it ended pretty quick, but I was more like the CGI. I thought it was pretty badass how he looked. He looked like a demon guy. Like, it wasn't like a fake, ugly, weird. And then when he sat on the throne and it opened up, it kind of reminded me of Doctor Strange whenever the whole or Spider-Man when the sky was tearing.
Oh yeah,
that was some pretty good CGI also.
Yeah,
I like that.
Overall, I can't wait to see maybe another like DC movie about maybe Hawkman, maybe Atom Smasher, whoever. I just think like they should really like take advantage of this time, I guess. Like there's some momentum going on, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna just project all DC kind of forward. Because they need to catch up to the MCU, right? Like MCU has been doing it good for a long time, and DC is always trying their best to kind of compete, but be your own thing. Don't try to be like them. Do it better, and I'm pretty sure DC can do it better. It's just, man, just take some time. Don't rush it. And I know this moving forward is gonna be pretty fun. And I can't wait to see what else is going to come out. So my rating for this movie is going to be a out of 10, obviously, right? I think mine's going to be a 8. I had a good time watching this movie. I loved every single part. I don't think there was a part where it was like slow. It was like, oh yeah, if I had a control, I would fast forward. Every single part was fun. And that's my rating.
I think for me, it will be a 7.3. It's kind of like an odd number, but I just feel like it was a really good movie. But there's still like more explaining to do. But obviously that's going to come with it. But overall, as a 7.3, that's a great rating for that movie.
What about you, Daniel?
The exact number that I had in my head was 7.3. Really? I promise. Exactly. That's exactly what I thought about that movie. It was not an 8 and it wasn't even an 8.5, but it was just a little bit under an 8.5, but over a 7.
The reason why I give it a high number is because I'm not comparing it to any other movie, like not MCU or anything. I'm just comparing it to every movie that's came out on DC. I feel like so far, this is the best movie. I don't want to give it a 10 yet because I know there's going to probably be another movie coming out, which is what they tease at the end of this movie, where I'm pretty sure is gonna be the best one so far. And I can't wait. So 8 for me, 7.3, 7.3. But yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the last one. We're going to keep them coming. And leave a comment down below if you guys enjoy these type of videos, and we'll keep them going. All right, so don't forget to like and subscribe so you can keep up with our content, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
See ya.